Hello, so this is a one handicap game between 9Q and 10Q on IGS. White won by 21 points and a half, but black lost the mark group on the left side, which is over 30 points because of the captures and the surrounding territory. So if that group stays alive, black would win with this game by a small margin. Let's check it out. Fancy move again, also white. And black comes inside to prevent the Shimari, very good. So now white plays the attach on the outside. He could also play the attach in the corner and fix a base in the top. This is a very common Joseki. Black can extend on the left side, but can also play away in this case because the group is already quite resilient. So even if white hits the vital point here, black can come out between the stones or play the attach, which is a Tesuji, and then pull back and jump in order to keep the base safe. Now the thing is, when white plays the attach on the outside, we can consider the situation it's pretty much reversed compared to, let's say, black attaching here. If black would have the stone in the corner at c16 and then white approaches with a high kakari, then most of the time we see this kind of attach to keep the corner, then white blocks and black pulls back. Then white plays the hanging connection or the solid connection. Now if we think about this formation with 3 black stones here and 2 white stones like that on the outside, in the actual game, when black plays Hane and white pulls back, then well, black doesn't have to play in the corner, but only looking at this configuration, it's pretty much the same, but it's reversed. So it's like checking the same position in the mirror. Black move in the game was the bump, but this bump is not so great because when white covers, it just removes black's liberties. So then it's a bit more difficult for black to secure the corner, but still possible. So black should really consider the Hane on the second line and then either extend to get out of the corner, and in this case white will bump, block, white will attach, block, Atari, connect, then white goes down, black extends on the side, either Keima or Ogema, and white extends in the top. White can extend further because the top left formation is pretty strong. And then black can extend again, but already the group is safe, so black can play away now. For example, approach the corner. Now another variation is to play the Hane, and this leaves 2 cutting points. So when white cuts one way, it means he wants to go for the other side because white wants to give up that stone. Usually you gotta capture the stone that cut, so this will happen, but white doesn't have the ladder, so this variation is not great because now it leaves too much aji. Well, later black can move out from c14, but right now just grab the corner and leave the aji on the outside. Also in this case, white might just go for the outside right away. Oops, cut the outside in order to take the corner. That's a good follow-up, and also white can keep center like this. So now approach this corner. So that's also a very common Joseki. So playing the bump, it's quite a happy variation for white because of the double Hane. Now in this position, black can secure the corner by playing the hanging connection, then white will Atari and connect on the outside. Now the corner is already alive as it stands, so black can play on the left side to reduce white's influence. Also, if black wants to make sure his gata is in the corner, capturing one stone like this is pretty good, because then it creates some cutting points in white's formation on the outside, so white will play a tiger mount as well to stay safe. Another way would be to play Atari, then Atari under, and hanging connection to keep the ice in the corner. And in this case, white will either turn in the top or capture the stone in a net. So this way black is alive in the corner and white goes for outside thickness again. When black plays this Atari, white can consider a trade, taking the corner like this, or just Atari. But black is quite happy with the Ponuki on the outside. And well, white grabs the corner, but in the end, it's not so bad, because black has a lot of potential in the top too. So black Atari, white goes down, of course, to make some liberties. And this block, it's actually pretty bad in this case, because white can still kill the corner. So black should actually block in the corner, let white go out, and then make eyes in the corner. So this is again a trade. White can attack like this or double Atari. So once again, black secures the corner, white goes for outside thickness. Playing this block, it's hard to catch white next. So now white pushes again in the corner and there's no way to win the semi. If black blocks, white will Atari and catch those cornerstones. So this start, it's quite terrible for black. But even so, black managed to come back soon after. So connect here, and then white secures the corner against any kind of Agi. That's a good capture. Extending in the top, black can consider the middle side extension. It's pretty good distance from G16. But anyway, this is fine too. It puts more emphasis on the corner in this case. So now white approaches this corner to prevent the Shimari. And we have a similar Joseki, white Hane under. This is good. Black plays the Nobi. That's a bit questionable. Black should still consider the move to go back. But this Nobi is possible, and now white pushes. Instead of the push, white should bump first to expand his eye space in the corner, and then push under. Now black usually jumps. The wedge is possible to create some cutting points, and white can already leave the corner like this and play another big point, either the bottom or approach the top right corner to prevent the moyo becoming too big in that area. So white push, black is happy to take the bump, white goes down, black Nobi, that's fine. And white approaches the wall a bit too close. White can play Keima in the corner, but it's not really necessary. Push again on the second line, just to expand the corner more in Sente, and then approach the top right. This would be a better way for white to reduce the moyo. Also, this kind of extension is good, threatening to connect under, and then Tiger Maw to fix the base. So N4, a bit too close. Now black can play Q2 once, Q2 to keep white confined in the corner. It's a good exchange in Sente, and then pincer. So black can use the wall to counter attack N4. Then white has to jump out, black can cap once, white will jump again, black can approach the corner next, and it's a pretty good development, active way fighting. The extension feels pretty good on the right side, but now white can extend back on the bottom and makes a pretty nice moyo. White jumps in the center. Well, with this jump, white is trying to take away the potential for this wall on the right, but it's really no need, because it's more pragmatic to take the territory with a move like K4. If black jumps in the middle, he's not going to build too much. White can still push one time and then invade the top right in order to prevent a big area building into the center. So the jump, it's quite alert. White wants to make sure that black becomes pretty neutral on the right side, but this also leaves invasion. So when black plays here and then the pincer, now white has to play some moves to make sure black doesn't connect under like this or like this, and then black simply makes a base, and all of a sudden white stones start to feel neutral in the middle. They are just floating now. So black invades the left side. That's fine to make a base. All right. Instead of jumping here, white should think about the Kosumi or some extension on the bottom side to set up the Moya. Of course, black will invade the corner, but if this happens, white is happy with the outside thickness and then enclose the box. So this jump is probably looking for the box too, but there's a big gap on the bottom, so black can jump inside. Instead of this attach, which makes black stronger, once again, black should think about this move and then invade L3. If black plays Kosumi like this, white plays Kosumi M5, black can extend for a base. If white secures the corner, black can also slide, so there's a lot of space to keep the base safe on the bottom side. Also for black, it's interesting enough to approach F3 and then extend back to J3. So playing this attach makes white stronger, and black doesn't gain much from the mark stones, because this area it's almost nothing. I mean, even if black plays another move at Q2, he's going to be like 3 points, and if he doesn't play anything and at some point white will play P2, he's going to build 0 points. So now the Sansan invasion, but instead of Sansan, it's still more interesting to play from the outside. Now if white pincers, black can choose an attach and cross cut and fix the bottom group in order to damage the Moya. Because going in the corner, and in this Sansan invasion, black can leave. But on the outside, white can build a lot. So this is the way to leave, and then white can just play another move to enclose the entire box, like this. So let's see the actual game. Hane here first. Hane on the left side should be the first move, because white has two options, either block like this or no B, and after that black can play the other Hane to create cutting points, and when white connects, black's group in the corner is already alive. Playing this Hane gives white the possibility to descend, and now locally black has only one eye in the corner. So when black blocks, white can Hane, and this is the famous black L formation, which is dead. I mean the dead L. This time is black, sometimes can be white. Anyway, another option for white here, if white goes down D2, black will Atari and then connect under to the left side. So this way, black is alive again, but if you look at the box, white is still happy to enclose all that bottom. Probably that's why black played D2 first. The cut is good to create some agi. White has to extend, very good. Now push, but there's not much to do. Actually here, the Tesuji is to jump G3. So when white comes between the groups, Atari first, then turn, and now of course white can cut right away, because if black plays Atari, he needs to connect back, and white captures the bottom stone. But black can play Atari from this side and then block, white has to capture, and now black can link under, but it's still difficult to make eyes with the group. There is not so much space here. Oh, in fact, there's a chance now, because when black plays this move, white has to remove the eye on the outside, and then black can play another move to leave in the corner. Phew, long shot to survive. But in the actual game, black push, white Hane, then black cuts, and white can just capture the two stones. This is a much safer way. And in this case, if black protects the corner, white hits the vital point and is dead. Because of Hane, go down and then connect under or take away the second die like this. So those are Miai points. Something similar happened in the game. White took the other stone. That's also fine. Now black blocks the corner and white plays away. So in this case, white can kill the group playing the 2-2 point. If white plays the Hane, it doesn't work to kill, because when black goes down at a2 and white hits the vital point and then connects, black will Atari on the outside. And there is no way for white to connect because of the shortage of liberties. So white needs to take one stone, black takes 3 stones. Or if white plays f1, black will take 3 stones, white takes 1 back, black will block, and there are the 2 eyes. But if white plays the 2-2 point, now Hane go down, and it's still Miai between d1 and a4. So black will die. It seems white wasn't confident to kill this group, so he played away. Therefore, black can make life next. So in the end, this was a little bit of a lucky escape. And there is still some Agi in the bottom area with g4 and then Atari and come out and so on, because white didn't capture at f4 earlier. Okay, now white is trying to damage the top, but actually white should play the attach in the corner, pull back, and then simply extend for a base. In this case, white can also think about playing the extension even as close as this r12 and then go up and then Hane under and connect, because white has more space for life on the right side and black is still kind of over concentrated. So that's a situational kind of move. Now white cuts, black can extend in the corner at r17. Well, here white's plan was to sacrifice the top so he can Atari and then go down, either like this or play a hanging connection to simply leave in the corner. Also Atari is possible, but then black can start a call. So simply descend, then if black approaches here, white goes down to the second line and he's got enough eye space to leave in the corner. So let's move on. Now white comes out, that's a bit risky. White can actually play the Hane in the corner, and then if black pushes here, white will turn in center and jump once or get ahead, so there's enough space to leave in the top right. Very good decision for black to go out, but the Nopi, it's not so great here. Black can cover first, because the 3 stones in the top are not completely alive yet. So if white tries to catch the cornerstones, black will turn to expand liberties and then just cover again, and now white is captured. So this would be a nice profit for black in the top side. Also, when black plays the Hane here, the cover, and white turns, black can play the double Hane. If white tries a ladder like this, the ladder is broken. So when Atari here, black turns with Atari. And when Atari to go down, black already has more liberties, so black will escape. That's a collapse by white. So when cover, turn, Hane, now if white plays Atari and push, white still doesn't have too many liberties in the top. Now he will try to catch the 2 stones from the right, then go down, black can turn, Atari under, so white has 1, 2, 3, 4, black has 1, 2, 3, 4. Black can still expand his liberties in the corner. This will not help, so it's 4 against 5. On this Hane, black can already cut, because when white turns, it's Atari. So white can play the Hane, white has to Nobi, and the semi it's already won by black, so black can just play away. Approach, for example. So this could be a very profitable fight for black. Nobi was a fine option to go in for the 2 stones on the right, but first instinct should be to cover and try to catch the top. So like this, white is trying to rescue the right, but he just collapses. This Hane is very good in the head of 3 stones. And then go down to capture everything. So luckily, this result is excellent for black. But white can still go out in the top. Actually, white should just play Hane, because if black cuts, white will just capture the stone in a ladder or play Atari first, then extend, because now white has to the ladder from 013, so black needs another move here, and then net. Playing this cut doesn't help so much. Now black can Nobi, and then when white pushes and cuts, he's still in trouble in the top. So that group can die again. Empty triangle is not so great here. The best defense is Nobi, because it prevents the push and cut. If white Atari here, black connects, sorry, misclick, like this. Let's delete the wrong variation. So this is an empty and white can still go out. That's a good defense. That group is completely dead. Nice vital point in the corner. Black can also go down here. So when white cuts, capture everything. But it's pretty much the same. This move works too. And let's see if it works to play away. Tung, 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 tung. So let's say, for example, black plays here, white turns, Hane, Atari from the outside, Atari again, and then make twice. Yeah, this works too. In fact, better make twice like that, so it puts more pressure on the 4 stones in the top. So it seems here black could gain more. This defense, it's no need yet. Okay, so white tries to connect under, but black captures immediately. It's no need to play there. It's better to try some combination on the bottom. To damage this area and run out. Anyway, if white comes out from this stone, black escapes to the center. If white turns from the top, black can also go out by playing Atari, so there's no way to do anything against those 4 stones. Alright, so black is staying safe, white defends, black approach here, that's okay. Hane and just connect would be enough. In fact, it's better for black to extend only 2 space jump and then come up. But this is not bad either, because black is also attacking white, but now should go down. And then if white plays another move to stay alive, Keima to the center. Like that, white can capture a stone in the top, so he has plenty of ice, and then prepares the clamp in the top area. Instead of double up, better connect the stone. When white pushes, black can block or go down and then block, and it's plenty of ice shape. Anyway, this double up it's no need, because white won't cut. What I mean is, if black plays away and white pushes, black blocks, cut, take, so nothing to worry about. The group will leave. And for ice shape, it's better to play J18, so when white captures 1 stone, the formation looks more alive. So white jumps in the middle, black secures here, but it's a bit slack. Black should find better ways to reduce the bottom. At least simply jump like that, and after activate the RG with G4. Because this jump, it's on the sector line between white's E7 and N7. So 1 space jump, then 1 space jump on the left. Strange to see the left group dies after this defense. Black can block here, then white pushes, black simply connects. Now if white goes down and cuts, this doesn't work, because black can push in center a couple of times and then capture the 2 stones. So black it's all connected. Anyway, this works too. And then black should bump. And if white blocks, Hane under, white blocks again, black connects. This schema is not centered because the 4 stones in the top left corner are already captured, so black is not threatening to cut and do some magic there. Therefore, white captures this important stone and the base is gone. Atari here is good. White should actually just no B. And then black needs some eye shape, so the double up would be the right move. This is possible too, but when white plays here, black has only one eye. And actually, black can simply jump out, and if white cuts right away, black can fight the ko. So now let's see a ko threat. Atari here, come back and take the ko. And now if black wins the ko, then he can make eyes. But anyway, once black jumps into the middle, even if he loses the eye on the side, he can connect to the top. So in this position, black can just add another move and the group is alive. Those are the two eyes. And even later, black had a chance to leave. And now would be normal to push again, turn once, push one more, and then connect to the... Actually, it's connected to the top already. Keep pushing and connect like that. Or if black doesn't connect to the top, come back and secure the eye. So white center, it's quite scary. No wonder why black tries to reduce it. Now here, the vital point is actually still this move. Then when black doubles to connect effectively, white can push and destroy the eye from this side. So this will be one eye only. And here, white missed the vital point, so black can just create the eye, and then if white tries to connect, this is the second eye. Nothing to worry about. Actually, three eyes already. Playing this block is wrong. It's empty triangle and allows white push to destroy the eye and threatening the cut. So the most natural move is to block this way. So here, black died pretty much for free. No compensation in this fight. White doesn't even need this move. The group is already dead. Actually, white should play a move on the outside to make sure there's no other eye coming in that area. If black cuts here, white hane and that's it. If black goes out, just Atari and capture the stones in a ladder. So now black is completely dead on the left side, but at least black managed some compensation in the middle, reducing the area. Well, white doesn't have to capture that stone, simply block here. White is fine in that area. Even if black extracts the stone like that, white doesn't have to worry about anything there. So black keeps jumping, that's good. Atari still works, then Atari like this, then Atari like this, and the table shape. Now, if white ignores that kind of move and plays something elsewhere, then black has a little squeeze. So in the end, all the stones are connected. Well, this is a good move to reduce some more. But center is never as big as it looks. So in the end, the territory is still not enough. Oh, that Atari feels like black misclick. So just connect, white connects back, and then try to catch some stones in the middle. Peep first and net the other two. This is a pretty good catch in the center. Like this, it's less territory in the middle, because white can Atari from the outside, Atari again, and then connect. But right now, push here, vital point, and protect this area so black doesn't come out and squeeze. Oh, I should block with ko. Atari like this, then white has the ko threads in the corner. In fact, this is still not a ko thread because of the shortage of liberties. Okay, let's threaten the cut and take back. And now when black connects, white keeps center. Like that is got, eh? Black doesn't need to protect this way. There is no agi there immediately. I mean, black can protect indirectly like this. If white plays here threatening the cut, Black connects. When white pushes like this to threaten the other card, black connects again, and there is no way for white to communicate with the other stones on the bottom. So black still captures everything. This was a chicken style of play. And there's not much happening from here. That push is bad style. Just block, then white connects the stone and black can continue on the bottom side. And if white doesn't protect, when black blocks here, if white goes down, then black can capture the stone, and now white should stay alive in the corner. Okay, wait a second. Ah, yeah. That's a good connection because white needs to stay alive too. Nice attempt, but nothing works here. White has a lot of space in the corner. Yeah, pretty close. But when black plays Atari here, white connects one side or the other. So white can make an eye. Actually, two eyes. No way for black to attack from the inside. This move, it's no need. Luckily, it's better to take the call, but even if black plays away, let's say on the left side and then some other center moves or even a gote move, when white cuts, black goes out, white plays Atari, black connects, and there is no way for white to double Atari because he puts himself in Atari. So it's a shortage of liberties there. And that's pretty much it. So the highlight of this game, it's the life and death situation on the left side, and also the life and death situation in the lower left corner. Hope you enjoyed this review and learn a lot.